Guess you never forget a first of anything in lots of things in life, and a first goal for Accrington, a first Football League goal must be incredibly memorable. How happy are you?
Yeah, look, the smile on my face says a lot. I am absolutely delighted. It's a big moment for me. As you said, you only score your first once, so it's nice to get that one out the way, but I really enjoyed it tonight.
It was a big night for you generally, wasn't it, coming in from the start and being asked to come in and do that role? Just how excited were you to get the chance?
Yeah, well, I mean, only found out today when I came to the change room. There was a few changes, a few boys pulled out. There's a few lads that were sick and stuff, so it was a bit of a shock, but I prepped the same all the time. I was ready. I knew I was ready, so I was just glad to have the opportunity to top it off with 3 points and a goal.
How different is it, Joe, to kind of show what you're all about from the start of a game rather than coming in as a sub and kind of having to get up to speed?
Yeah, it's difficult coming in as a sub, I must say, because you're trying to kind of get up to the speed of the game, which can be difficult, but starting from the start, I think, is easier to kind of get your rhythm, get into the game, get a few tackles, a few headers, whatever it is. If you can, like, maybe collect some second balls, whatever it is, it just helps you kind of fall into the game and play your own stuff, really.
In that first half, and I guess across the piece in the game tonight, but particularly in the first half, how much did the plan work really well and give you the opportunities?
Yeah, to be fair to the coaching staff, it worked really well. MK are a nice team, they play nice football, but I don't think they had any shots on goal, which says a lot, really. And yeah, it worked really well.
Tyler Walton set you off and running. Fantastic header from the centre forward, of course. When you've got your nose in front in those circumstances, how much confidence does it give you? Because there hasn't been a lot of goals scored recently.
No, we definitely built on that. I thought we were by far the better team, really, and I think the early goal does help. And it was after 20 minutes or so, and yeah, I thought we just went from strength to strength. And when you're protecting the lead, you can dig in deeper and you can find something that maybe you wouldn't be able to find when you're chasing. It's a bit more difficult, but when you're protecting the lead, it definitely helps.
As far as your goal's concerned, you kind of started it with that little ball into Charlie Caton. I think there was more than a touch on your shoulder as you went to get it back, and you managed to get away from it. Was shooting always the only thing on your mind?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it to me at the moment, get a yard, hit it, because they know I can strike it well, so I'm just glad it went in, and happy days, really.
Your celebrations, was it just delight? Was there any sort of premeditation to it?
No, I haven't scored many goals. Scored a few back home, and the celebration wasn't very good. So a few people have said it to me, said it was better this time than it was last. So I'll take that.
I know you said before the game that it had maybe not quite gone to plan, or maybe not reached the heights that you'd hoped to this loan spell so far. How much can this kick you on? How much is this a taste of what you want?
Yeah, look, tonight was brilliant. 3 points, clean sheet and a goal. I couldn't have asked for much more, but it doesn't mean much if I don't go play well and back it up on Saturday. Do you know what I mean? So I'd like to think I'll keep my jersey for Saturday, but if I don't perform Saturday, then I'll be out next Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? So it's definitely a good something to build on, but I have to go build on it now.
I suppose we've seen with 4 changes tonight, enforced changes in 3 of those cases, as you mentioned, illness and injury. That probably shows us the competition in the squad, doesn't it? So you probably can't afford to think you've made it from one performance.
Absolutely, yeah. And look, me not getting the minutes I have wanted so far isn't really a bad thing, because there's good footballers in this change room, and I've really had to earn it. And tonight came from, a few injuries and illness, but I'd like to think that I took my opportunity, and hopefully I can just try to keep my jersey from now, because it's very competitive in there.
And I guess you're here to learn. Absolutely. You're here to enjoy it as well. You're here to make an impact as much as you can. Yeah. I'm sure everybody involved benefits from this. Your parent club do, you do, Accrington Stanley do.
Yeah, I think so. And there's a lot of senior players in that change room, a lot to learn off. And I have played first team football back home, but it's a different environment, it's a different level, and it's just everything about it is different. So there's a lot of learning for me here over this next few months, and I'm enjoying it so far.
And just as far as that personnel's concerned, just finally, we talk quite rightly, I think, a lot about people like Worley and Keneally, who've got such experience, such an influence in that changing room. When they're not in the team, like tonight, do other guys step up? Do the younger ones in there feel like they have an increased responsibility?
Of course, you have to. I mean, they're big people in that change room, and they were in the change room today, so they weren't just not there. But on the pitch, when they're not there, you got to step up, you have to take responsibility. And always there's 11 people on the pitch, and you got people on the sideline roaring, shouting, but you're there together. Like, no one on the outside can do anything for you, so you got to stick together, and you have to have 11 personalities out there. So yes, we are missing a couple of senior boys, but I think we all had to step up, which we did tonight.